Our next speaker is Dr. Longping Mu. He is a professor of Institute of Policy and Management of Chinese Academy of Science since 2001, and he is a director of KISTEP Center for Innovation and Development since 2007. He received a PhD in History of Technology in 2001 from Technical University Berlin in Germany. Today, he will speak on innovation for inclusive development, policies, and practice in China. Please welcome Dr. Longping Mu.
Thank you, dear colleagues. Thank you, the President Park, for your invitations. And I see many old friends and some new friends here. I would like to share some understanding about inclusive development, especially innovation for inclusive development. So this is innovation policy and innovation practices for inclusive development. So I think about 7 years ago, I talked about the social innovations. But the social innovation, in my understanding, is very similar to the inclusive development. But at that time, it's 2007 about it. Not so many people talk about it. A few people you can Google on the internet. But nowadays, inclusive development includes growth, many integration. And I think inclusive development is a pattern of development. To some extent, it's a philosophy like green development. So there are many policies relating to inclusive development. So I think, I would like to say why I raised the question, China should put more concern on the inclusive development. China has experienced fast growth during the past 30 years. We have lots of data show this evidence. You can find the GDP and also the income, the consumption level of the people in rural or urban areas. So, however, as our President Xi mentioned, according to the World Bank standards, China still has more than 200 million people living below the poverty. This is the situation in China. Nowadays, when you visit Beijing, this is modern society. So this is the reason. And also, during the past years, you can find the mortalities decreased also very fast. And the population quality in terms of the education experience also improved during the past 30 years, especially past 10 years. However, when we compare this data to that of the developed countries, still there are a very big gap. So one question relating to is the urbanization rate. In China, we have two data relating to the urbanization. Urbanization rate in terms of the permanent residence population is relatively high. So last year is 54.77%. And in terms of census registered populations, it's only 36.7%. So the gap between the urbanization rate in terms of permanent resident population and in terms of census registered population means that about 18% of the population are facing barriers to access the public services relating to census register. We call it the hukou. And there are great effort needed to develop and provide basic public services. So it is worthwhile to point out that the public service systems are underdeveloped in rural areas, even in town, small city. So, therefore, in not so high level of economic development, we have to increase high demands for the public services. There is no other choices. So innovation, a sustainable and reliable driving force, plays an increasingly more important role in promoting the inclusive development, especially in setting up the high quality, low cost, and the affordable public service system concerning healthcare, education, social security, and so on. So this is necessary to establish and analyze the framework, I think. So I tried, I try to set such a framework, but maybe I wait for your criticize. I find social service systems, you can find there are a lot of policies, employment, social security, healthcare, education, and housing security, family planning, and so on. And the major player is government, university research institutes, and enterprises, and individual, and the policy factors relating different. You can find the laws, regulations, related policies, and planning, and so on. All these all these three dimensions, we can seek what kind of policy should we put the inclusive, the philosophy inside. That is a major concern of my understanding. Okay. So during the past years, I think first I would like to introduce some policy relating to the inclusive development. First is the national plan for new type of urbanizations. This is planning, as I mentioned, these policy factors. This is first is a reform of personal registration systems, hukou systems. This is the reason resulting in the difference between the people permanently live in one city cannot access the public service systems. Second is the right to access to fundamental public service system in the town. And the third one is to optimize and enhance the eastern city cluster. This is and fourth, to foster the development of middle and western city cluster, and so on. And the keywords, I think, the four point I would like to emphasize here is urbanization, industrialization, informatization, and agriculture modernization. 3 points should be integrated. That is in the plan. So that is, so look at this map. You can find along the coast. When we talk about, as the previous my colleague, Chinese colleague mentioned, the Taobao. Most of these Taobao, these are coast, the countryside, but in the west, not so so many. So in the future, according to this plan, there are increased more investment in the middle and the west for the social development. Second, I would like to introduce is a 12 years plan for national innovation capacity building. So last time I talked about, because I involved in the policy 5 years plan draft. So this is this innovation capacity building not only focus the industry, the science technology, infrastructures, and and also you can find the manufacturers and the emerging industry and so on. But also give great concern to the social service system. So here I mentioned in this 5 years plan. Firstly, innovation for education. Second is innovation in medical and health. Third one is technology. Yeah, third one is for culture development. And the fourth one, fourth one is for public security. So all this is the second policy relating to that. And third one is a national plan for middle and long-term education reform and development. This is until 2020. And in this plan mentioned a very important point, so-called the 3 links to platform. 3 links. The first one, the broadband access in all kind of school. This is a link to the school. Second link is the rich variety of high quality teaching resources at all levels to each classes. Each school, each class. And the third one is the platform, the learning network for everyone, including students and teachers, and the public service platform for education resources, and the public service platform for education management. So that is this plan mentioned. There is specific implementation policies relating to that. So, and the fourth policies relating to is 12 5-year plan for national basic public service systems. So public service systems, including the basic education, employment, social security, healthcare, and so on. And the fifth and the last way is implementation plan to establish an effective mechanism to expand the coverage of the high-quality education resources by means of information technology issued by several ministries. So there are many such kind of supportive policy to implement this 5-year plan or middle and long-term plan. So I don't want to go in detail. But in terms of education, there's 3 links to platform. So I just give one example, education informatization policy. There are a lot of details. So I have 15 minutes, yeah? Okay. So I want to show 2 cases. So a lot of progress in educations, in the health and medicines. And first, the case 1, effective and impact of education informatizations. First, the so-called the 3 links, the broad access in each school. There are over 2/3 of compulsory education schools have access to the internet, and about 225 million multimedia classrooms have been equipped, and high-quality teaching resources access to. You can find the figures here. And 2 platforms also you can find a lot of, I have the specific pictures here. And public service system, service platform education management, I think is very important. In China, you know, this is the largest in terms of populations. So national education basic database consists of over 50,000 schools, 17 million teachers, 240 million students and 2 million school buildings. That is all now in the platform. And the national core information systems. There are 30 national core information systems in 5 categories. All these now works on the line. And the remarkable progress in the system applications. You can find the 178 million students informations and 36 million students graduations and 124 million students upgrade. So there are all these, this is online, the menu is easy to access. This is case 1. Case 2, the effectiveness and impact of low-cost health medicine. So this is the government funded some R&D, the technology development project. This case is first, the low-cost health project funded by Chinese Academy of Sciences, and conducted by the Shenzhen Institute of Advanced Technology. Second is there is a low-cost health alliance in Shenzhen. Many companies and research institute join this alliance. Third one, the low-cost primary health systems in rural areas. There are a lot of applications. So I would like to show some pictures here. First, you can find that develop these devices focus on multifunctions health inspections, diagnosis equipment, especially the portable workstation for general patient. And last one, and this is especially for the Inner Mongolia and Western province, and also the lower density of populations. It's easier for these people to access the health and the medical service systems. So there's a lot of practices I just want to show you. Finally, I would like to conclude in 3 points. First, inclusive development is a philosophy of development which shaping the future development patterns. The philosophy of inclusive development should be implemented in all public policy. Second, innovation is a major driving force to establish a public service system with high quality, low cost, and wide coverage. The innovation policy should give the inclusive development higher priority in development capacity building. So we have another policies relating to it. We also put this concept in the policy making process. Third one, inclusive development provide not only the equal opportunity for the poor to benefit from and work for the economic and social development, but also the new potential for the nation. This is my talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rongping Mu.